Okay, so module 7 is all about a new weapon, a new in close quarter weapon. And we're going to look at using elbows. And elbows serve a number of different purposes when we're fighting. So we've looked at how our blasting idea, and we've looked at using our palm strikes. And as we get close, we've got eye strikes, and we've got our knees, and our knees attacking low line, maybe attacking the groin, but attacking their legs and hyperextending. So you've got this really nice alternating of weapons and mixing up height. So and then all of these moves are all going forward moves. And it's very hard to hit somebody when you are going backwards. It's very hard to generate the energy, and that is one of our core concepts, is to blast forward. So basically, you're putting them on the back foot, which means if they're attacking, they're swinging, and they're getting no real energy. And really what you're looking about, and it's very hard to go back fast, maybe 5 or 6 steps before you fall. And down we go. So we want to add a new weapon in here. So we've been looking at palms, and we've been looking at knees, but you get really close. So there's a kind of new weapon for here, and that is going to be elbows. Like we've been using our elbows as defensively as escapes, or for dealing with grabs. Now we're going to use our weapons offensively. So the basic idea I want you to work off here is very simple. It's going to go with palms, and then the first elbow we're going to do is, it's got a very technical name. It's called the Dracula elbow. So what we're going to do is go 1, 2, boom, elbow. And can anyone tell me why it's called the Dracula elbow? Yeah. All right, I look like Dracula. So it's the Dracula elbow. And so basically what you're going to do is 1, 2. Now this elbow is very different. You might catch them like that, but this elbow can also be a stabbing elbow. Almost like a spear. So you go 1, 2, boom. And what you want to do is you want to get your chin into that elbow. And the big idea here is as I palm, I'm going to tuck my chin now as I attack. And tell me what's happening. Anyone tell me what's going on because I tuck my chin? My jawline. So if John tries to come around and hit me, I've got a shorter range to get to the target. And he's going around, but he might catch me at the top of the head. But that's just going to annoy me, to be honest with you. Where if he caught me with my neck loose, boom, and I got whiplash effect, then he's going to do some damage. But I'm going to tuck my chin now. I'm going to drive forward. And then as I move forward, I'm going to come in with that elbow. Now, I'll either get that elbow as a stabbing elbow, which you can get to the sternum or the throat or the face, or I'll catch it as a slashing elbow. My preference is the stabbing elbow. I think it does more damage, but we'll take whichever one lands. So the idea is palm, palm, elbow. That's a slashing elbow, or palm, palm, stabbing. So how you're going to do this is your partner's going to hold a pad for you, and you're going to practice palm, palm, elbow, palm, palm, elbow. Palm, palm, elbow. And it's a good idea sometimes. Our striking is very simple. Palms, elbows, knees. And really all you have are hands, elbows, knees. We got head and teeth. They're the weapons. People complicate this too much, trying to do fancy uppercuts and hooks. For the purpose of self-defense, blasting is what we focus on for a couple of main reasons. One, it's quick to learn. Secondly, it's easy to remember. And thirdly, it tightens you up. And blasting in itself is a defensive mechanism. So everybody face the mirror with me, please. So we're going to have our hands up. We're going to drive forward. We're going to keep our chin tucked. And then as we go forward, we're going to drive forward that elbow so that our chin is inside the elbow. And that means that our face is being protected by our weapon, our attack. And you also want to see this as a stabbing attack, driving that elbow into them, driving them back. So the target areas for this elbow are straight into the throat, it could be into the sternum, into the face, or you might catch them with a slashing elbow. So let's go one more time. You go palm, palm, stabbing elbow. Really making sure your chin is tucked into that. Let's go, work that please, let's go. Let's go, give it, Angie, go. Grab a pad with a partner, go. So we've got the first elbow going on. We got the first elbow going on. So we got palm, palm, elbow. Now we want to bring the second elbow into play. And this elbow is a diagonal attacking elbow. So we're going to go palm, palm, elbow. Then we're going to go down with that elbow. Really, really drive down. And what we're looking to do is to attack the head like here. Driving it down into the body. Creating pressure on the neck, trauma on the head. Okay? So your hands are up. Your palm, palm, elbow, elbow. Your hands are up. Palm, palm, elbow, elbow. So the idea is palm, palm, elbow, elbow, palm, palm, elbow, elbow. And your idea is that your attack is your defense. So everybody face the mirror with me, please. And palm, palm, elbow, elbow. And that elbow, that second elbow, we're going to turn our hip like we turn for a palm strike. And we're going to let that elbow come almost like a swim stroke and down. So the elbow's going to come down. So we have palm, palm, stabbing elbow, diagonal elbow. Now look where your body, tell me what part of your body wants to go next. The knee now wants to go. So we're setting the whole thing up. I really want you to emphasize the tucking of the chin. Remember, we're not sparring. We're not in a boxing ring. We're not in an octagon. We don't want to be where we are. Someone who's in the boxing ring has chosen to be in the boxing ring. Someone who's not. We don't want to be where we are. So we're going to blast to escape. And what we're going to do is palm, palm, elbow, elbow. Bring our knees in then. So we're going to go palm, palm, elbow, elbow, bringing your knees in. Palm, palm, elbow, elbow, knees. I'm just letting, almost like one of those, do you ever see those tunneling devices they use to carve through mountains, to make tunnels, yeah? So that's what we're like. We're carving, we're blasting, and we're changing height and alternating weapons. So the guy has absolutely no idea what's going on. So going palms, elbows, knees. Okay, so let's face the mirror with me again. So it's palm, palm, elbow, elbow, knee, knee, palm, palm, elbow, elbow, knee, palm, palm, elbow, elbow, knee. So just carving. I want you to practice palm, palm, elbow, elbow, knees, all with the partner. Go. Come on, let's go. Okay, guys, everybody line up, please. And I want the person without the pad behind the mirror, with their back to the mirror, the person with the pad facing them. So grab a kick shield. Grab a kick shield. The person who has not got the pad as the back, the person with the pad. So get ready and get right in close to your partner. Get right in close to your partner. And what I want you to do now is I want you to blast with palms and elbows and knees all the way across that room, driving them back. And when you get to that wall, what do?
Continuous march.
You keep going. So get ready. Go! With a huge amount of work done. But what I'm after here now is this big idea. People get so caught up in throwing punches. They get so caught up in ducking and diving and intercepting. And all those things, they're good skills, but they take a long, long, long time to learn. And our job is to keep you around. So if you want to build those skills, absolutely. But that's going to take you time. Anybody, it's going to take anyone time to build those skills. And our job, remember, is to teach you stuff we can teach you in 24 hours. So you have the skills to stay alive. So what we're going to do now, we have a very different strategy. We're not sparrers. We are going to blast. So we're going to tuck our chin. And we drive, and we use our elbows. And if I get close, I can use the thumbs into the eyes, and use my knees, and just blasting. And really, really, by tightening your chin, by focusing on escape, by using your palms and your elbows and driving forward. You really, to an awful lot of people, this is very, very scary. If a guy's used to boxing and he's got you're coming at me, and you're coming at me blasting. I'm a boxer and I'm trying to fucking box somebody who's fucking blasting at me. And then sometimes people ask me, I'll do it to you. Sometimes people ask me, but I'm doing this, and what if he sidesteps? I said, keep fucking going. It's not a sparring match. You're not in a ring. Your job is to escape. You blast through your opponent to get home. Okay, well done, everybody. Let's go.